Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sage. What is up? How you guys doing? Today, I want to talk about the law of attraction. This is a very important subject. I know a lot of you guys out there haven't found your mate. You haven't found the one that you can spend the rest of your life with, and you are looking for answers. And I'm here to help. Yes, I am. So, the law of attraction. I actually stumbled upon this article by mistake, and I read it. And it was pretty interesting, and I thought I'd share some of the stuff I read. I actually went through multiple articles, and they all basically said the same thing about what attracts the opposite sex to each other. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, so I'm going to make a video about it. So basically, let's start off with women. What attracts men to women? So first of all, in general, the women who are the most attractive to men are going to be in their early 20s. And this is all men from 18 all the way up to, like, if you're 50 something. They did a study and they found that these guys are most attractive to these women in their early 20s. So if you're between 20 to 24 years old, you are basically a catch for all the guys in the world. Okay, so that's something you need to keep in mind if you're a lady. Okay, that's the best. Your best years are between 20 and 24 years old. Okay, guys also like a low waist to hip ratio, so they want you to be had an hourglass figure. You know, they don't want you to have the big old giant kangaroo gut with the Bertha butt, but have a slim waist and big hips. That's what the study says. That's actually scientist proven. Okay, they want a symmetrical face. To me, that just means just look normal. If you had this big old earring in one ear like this, I mean, big nose ring, and then the other don't, you're gonna. It's not matching. Your two faces don't match. You're gonna look ugly. And it does look. I don't know why you guys wear all these piercings like in your nose and on the lip side of your lip. It don't look right. So you got to have symmetry in your face. So that's a fact, and that's proven by science again. Okay, women, ladies. Okay, guys prefer women with long hair. I don't know. It looks more attractive. Looks more healthy. It makes you look more healthy. So long hair. They want the bright eyes. Don't have these squinty little eyes. When you're talking to somebody, have your eyes open and bright. Maybe because that looks healthy too. And full lips. You know, maybe wear some lipstick. The guys are attracted to red. Women are attracted to red too. For some reason, red is the color of attraction for both sexes. So if you wear a red shirt, you'll stand out to the other opposite sex. If you have red lipstick, if you're a woman, you'll stand out. A red dress, you'll stand out. That's just, I don't know. This is the facts that I was reading. I mean, it sounds kind of obvious, but it's funny that this is actually what's proven. And have a nice voice. Don't be having some deep, weird voice, or some real high, high pitched squealy voice. That's going to turn a guy off. Okay, so work on your voice, your diction, your vocabulary. Don't sound like an idiot. Just have a nice, pleasant voice. All right. So the whole thing is that guys are attracted to these young women because they are their most fertile during that time. And guys don't even know that. It's a subconscious thing. This is an animalistic thing. It's just like when dogs are attracted to other dogs who are in heat, or turtles are attracted to turtles when they, during the mating season. It's for humans, for men and women, we look at the opposite sex that's going to be the most fertile for us. Okay. Now you could be fat, you can be ugly, but if you're that age, you're going to be attracted to some dude because you're at your most fertile. He won't even know why, but that's just a fact. So the lesson is, if you're in your early 20s, ladies, that's the time to get married. That's the time to have babies. You have the pick of your litter at that time. Okay, you can get a guy who's successful, who's rich, who's everything. Because what happens is your biological clock starts ticking, and after 24, at 25, it starts to go down. Your attractiveness starts to go down, and it flatlines at 35. So at 30, you're just like half of attractive as you were at 25, and by the time you get to 35, you're at zero. That don't mean that you won't find a mate, but it's gonna be really hard. And you can ask women who like 35 and still single. I'm sure you got Aunt Shirley or somebody. she'll tell you it's very hard to find a man when you're 35 and you're a female. 40 years old, forget about it. Forget about it. You're just gonna be single. It's gonna be very hard. I mean, there's exceptions, but it's not it's exception. It's not the rule. Okay, that's what I want to say. All right, so let's go on to the men. So women, don't waste those years. I'm telling you, it's science. It's not me telling you, it's science. So men, what do women find attractive in you? And to me, this is very obvious also. They want a guy who's slightly older than them, okay? So they all like guys who are like 2-3 years older than them. We already know that because women always like the dudes who were like, you know, a couple of years older than them. I mean, they were in college, we were in high school. We couldn't get these girls because they like the older guys. It's always been like that. They always marry older guys. They like the older guys. Okay. They like the more successful guys. They want you to have a job. They basically want a guy that could provide for the kids. It's all back to biology. So we're attracted to them being fertile. They're attracted to us because we can provide and protect them. So they like the older guy. They like the guy who can protect them. They usually don't like the really old dudes unless their parents were old. So if a woman has old parents, she'll be attracted more to older guys. All right. They like guys with deep voices. Deep voices. You got to have a deep voice, ladies or men. They want guys with a sense of humor, but they don't want you to be a comedian or they don't want you to be crazy. But they want you to have a sense of humor, okay? Don't be a stick in the mud. And they like guys who are tall. I'm sorry, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not that tall, but I'm taller than a lot of other guys. So I never had that stigma, but I've heard from my friends who were short, and they said, man, these women only like tall dudes. I don't know. Maybe it's the protection thing. The guy's real tall and they're kind of small and they feel like he's, protecting them or something. But that's just a science fact. Men, I'm sorry, they like the taller guys. All right. And they also like lots of testosterone. Real men, cavemen, not some guy who's like, hey, girlfriend. Hey, you want to do something tonight? And they're claiming to be straight. No, they want the testosterone. Okay. And that don't matter if you're gay or straight. In fact, that's what the study says. Even if you're a gay person, you like the man who's got the testosterone. You like the big bear dude with the beard and that's what everybody likes, that dude. So guys, stop, millennials, stop with this androgynous crap. Okay? It's not going to work. In the end, they're going to marry the dude that got the testosterone. And also, lastly, they like the guys with little facial hair. I don't have it, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? Some of us just are gifted, but they want a little face, not the big beard, but they want a little stubble, little facial hair, But it's all about being a caveman, about being a real man. That's what they want, and they want you to be slightly older. Okay? So I don't know. The only thing that you, as men, probably can't overcome is your height, but I think you just date somebody who's slightly smaller than you. Don't go for these the women who are taller than you. Go for women who are shorter than you. And women on average are like 5 inches shorter than men anyway. So you could find a woman, if you're 5'8" or 5'7", you could find a woman who's 5'2", no problem. That's who you're gonna go after because she's gonna be attracted to you more than a woman who's like 5'7". It's just common sense. So those are the rules of attraction. That's all science-based. You could look right now on Google. You'll see everything that I said. You'll see articles on, and it'll have all of these points listed. And the most important takeaway is that some of this stuff is not, it's not societal. It's not pop culture. It's not something that we're reading in magazines or that we're influenced by. A lot of this is just primeval basic instincts that we have on attraction, that we all have, and we can't help it because we're animals. We had this animalistic behavior when it comes to attracting the other sex. We look for women who are fertile, whether we like it or know it or not. We're looking for those women in their early 20s because that's the time they're most fertile. Okay? Women are looking for guys who are older, more successful, and who could protect them, who are more manly, somebody who are strong. That's what they're looking for. Okay, we have to get back into that. If you want to attract a mate, that's what you have to. That's the basics that you're gonna have to take into account. Okay, and that's probably the reason why you're not attracting somebody, is because you're not taking all of that into account. Because that is what science shows is the most important thing to attracting the opposite sex. It's very simple. So that's it. I just wanted to say, I don't know. I read it. It was interesting. I haven't made a video in months. I just said I'm going to make a video on the law of attraction on these points that I read. I think it's interesting. I don't know. Tell me what you think, if you agree. But yeah, that's it, bro. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.